There's never a good time for a war to break out, but for Pakistan, the timing of this war in Ukraine really could not have been worse. Islamabad had been deepening ties with Russia in recent years, thanks in great part to shared interests in Afghanistan and to possibilities for cooperation on energy issues. Pakistan sees Russia as an important player in Islamabad's envisioned shift from geopolitics to geoeconomics, as Russia can potentially be a key partner in Pakistani connectivity projects in Afghanistan and Central Asia. But now, with the war in Ukraine, Pakistan will need to tread carefully. Heavy sanctions on Russia could limit the possibilities for Pakistani commercial cooperation with Russia. And as Islamabad pushes ahead with its partnership with Russia, it will need to be careful to balance that relationship with Pakistan's key relationships with trade partners in the West and with the United States. The silver lining for Pakistan, however, is that the war in Ukraine is likely to deepen Russian dependence on China, Pakistan's key ally, which may strengthen the prospects for more three-way cooperation between Pakistan, China, and Russia. Now, what does the war mean for South Asia more broadly? There are bad and good implications depending on the country. For Afghanistan, I fear it means that the world will be distracted from focusing on developing a response to the world's worst humanitarian crisis. For some of these smaller countries of South Asia, there could actually be new economic opportunities. Russia, looking for new markets, may see South Asia as attractive. And indeed, Russia is a key importer of Sri Lankan tea. It has looked at investments in Nepal's energy sector, and it has invested in nuclear power in Bangladesh, a country with a long and friendly relationship with Moscow stretching back to Soviet support for Bangladesh's independence war. And yet, South Asian countries will need to be careful about running afoul of sanctions. As for India, the war in Ukraine means that India will need to arguably walk its most difficult diplomatic tightrope yet, as it tries to balance its long-standing relationship with Russia with its increasingly close relations with the US and the West more broadly. India has consistently declined to call out Russia for its aggressions over the years, but its position is a particularly big gamble this time around, given how deep and strong India's relationship with Washington is, and given that Russia's invasion of Ukraine is its most egregious aggression in decades. So, to put it mildly, India is in a very difficult diplomatic spot right now.